Hey guys, and welcome back to our NBA Play of the Day. This is going to be for March 4th, 2017. In today's video, we're going to be touching on a matchup over in the Eastern Conference between the Detroit Pistons and the Philadelphia 76ers. And as always, if you want to get our daily free pick, you can head over to our main website, stumpthespread.com. I'll throw the link down to Stump the Spread in the video description. You can get our daily free pick over there. Yesterday, we grabbed a free pick winner with Missouri State coming through against the spread in college basketball. So if you're interested, you can go check that out. And if you want more of this pick video content in the future, you can click that subscribe button. So heading into this matchup here, we have the Detroit Pistons, who currently stand 29 and 32 overall, trying to make a push into the NBA playoffs this year. This group definitely doesn't want to take a step back from where they were a year ago, making the playoffs as the 8th seed. And, you know, the Pistons, they definitely made some improvements to the roster this past offseason, so if they're not able to finish, you know, in the playoff picture like they were last year, definitely not a good sign for this franchise going in the opposite direction. Still have a chance here, but the Pistons, it seems like they're fighting through some turmoil, and it's just going to be interesting to see if this group can find a way to fend off a number of teams that are right on their heels in that playoff picture. Pistons not having near the kind of success on the road as they've had at home this year, standing just 10 and 20 on the road. You know, and in their last outing, the Pistons were just terrible on both sides of the ball, really, as the Pistons went on to lose at the New Orleans Pelicans by a final of 86 to 109. Many of the Pistons' recent wins have been on their home court. Their road game, even prior to the Pelicans one, they fell on the road to the Milwaukee Bucks by a final of 89 to 102. So definitely not showing the kind of offensive numbers they need to pick up wins on the road. Also, if you go a little bit further back in the schedule, you have their road game against the Indiana Pacers where they fell by a final of 84 to 105. This Pistons team has been really weird this year. They've been blown out just so many times, but you know, they've also shown the ability to blow out their opposition, but that's been more so on their home court, and their blowout defeats have been coming more on the road. And this group, ranking more towards the bottom in the NBA in terms of their offensive ability, but they have been adequate on the defensive side of the ball, at least, to keep them in a number of games. The Pistons rank 26th in the NBA in scoring average, compared to 6th in the NBA in total defense. And as always, this group usually ranks pretty well on the boards, given the fact that they have the best rebounder in the game in Andre Drummond. They do rank 5th in the NBA in rebounding average. Going on the road today against Philadelphia 76ers, who actually aren't a complete dumpster fire this year. They have been moderately competitive, standing 23 and 38 overall, and even standing 15 games under 500. The 76ers actually still have an outside shot at, you know, making a push to the playoffs. Obviously, it's not likely, but, you know, the 76ers only standing about 4 to 5 games right now behind the Pistons, so not completely out of the question, but it does seem pretty unlikely. The 76ers are 15 and 17 on their home court. The other day, the 76ers were able to get over the hump in their game against the New York Knicks, picking up that win by a final of 105 to 102. And just to give you an idea of, you know, how much better the 76ers have been this year than they've been in recent years, if you look at Brooklyn, who's in the same Atlantic division, Brooklyn only stands 10 and 50 right now, which is, you know, the kind of records we've been more accustomed to seeing out of the 76ers. And right now, Philadelphia standing 12 and a half games ahead of the Brooklyn Nets. So definitely Philadelphia is starting to head back into the respectable direction at the very least. And they have been able to pick up a large majority of their wins on their home court. The 76ers were able to snap out of their recent losing streak, which was nice for them. They've also, you know, been able to pick up wins at home if you go back in the schedule against the Washington Wizards by 8 points, you know, also against the Miami Heat by 8 points. So definitely a team that's been able to take advantage more of their home court as of late. So Pistons looked awful in their last outing on the road, and, you know, there's even a question as to whether Reggie Jackson is even going to start this game or not. Reggie Jackson this year, it's just been a terrible year for him. He had to sit out a bunch of games with his tendonitis in his knee, and since his return, he's been one of the you know, worst players in the league in terms of their numbers as you know, points differential when he's on the court compared to pretty much everyone else on the team. I believe he might be the lowest on the Pistons right now. Ish Smith very well could get the start tonight going against his former team, the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't be surprised if you see that. You know, Reggie Jackson, he's obviously a really great player when he's healthy, but he just simply has not been able to have the kind of health that, you know, we've seen out of him when he's had some of his better seasons with the Pistons recently. So coming to this one, we feel like Detroit is favored by a bit too much. This game should probably be more in the pick'em to Detroit, maybe 1 to 2 point favorites. Sitting at 5 points right now seems like a bit much, especially given the fact that Philadelphia has been quite a bit better on their home court this year than they've been out on the road, and Detroit just the opposite. So we're going to go ahead and side with the Philadelphia 76ers getting those 5 points right now as the better value bet against the spread. Again, guys, if you want to get our daily free pick, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, and I will link that down in the video description. And if you want, you can go check out today's college basketball pick video. And if you want more of this pick content in the future, you can click that subscribe button. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.